Britain's Boris Johnson refers to Trump as America's previous president.
Here's a summary of the article.
As President Donald Trump digs his heels in and refuses to concede to President-elect Joe Biden over the U.S. election, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has already moved on. During a regularly scheduled, weekly question-and-answer session with lawmakers in Parliament on Wednesday, Johnson was asked by an opposition lawmaker named Angela Eagle to offer some remarks about Trump's false insistence that if it were not for voter fraud he would have easily won the election. Eagle, of Britain's Labour Party, described Trump's behaviour as both embarrassing for him and dangerous for American democracy. Eagle referred to Trump as Johnson's erstwhile best friend because of the many comparisons that have been drawn between the two leaders over their populist politics on immigration, the coronavirus pandemic and other issues. Ever since Biden became president-elect over the weekend, Johnson has repeatedly said in public he looks forward to working with Biden on strengthening the partnership between our countries and to working with him on our shared priorities. Johnson has characterized these priorities as combating climate change and supporting the NATO military alliance, two topics that Trump has clashed with European leaders over in recent years. USA Today interview, Boris Johnson, Britain's flamboyant and gaffe-prone politician. Some British media commentators have noted that while Johnson has spent the last 4 years trying to charm Trump and keep on his good side, he may have a tougher time with Biden, partly because Johnson's plan to leave the European Union, Brexit, represents a theoretical risk to peace in Northern Ireland. Partly because of some alleged lingering bad blood between Johnson and former President Barack Obama, who Johnson previously accused in a newspaper article of removing a bust of his hero Winston Churchill from the White House's Oval Office because of his part Kenyan ancestry and ancestral dislike of the British Empire.
This post received a score of 59,000, with an upvote ratio of 79%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
It's wild that this is even a headline.
Oh no. Anyway.
Boris truly is the Dacia Sandero of prime ministers.
Good news.
What?
Dacia announced the Sandero will be available in both right and left-hand drive.
Wow. I absolutely don't understand this reference but love this interaction LMAU. President eject. I like this.
He is still the current president though. I hope he gets physically dragged out of the White House on national television come January 20, but he's the sitting president until then.
I suppose outgoing president would be more accurate.
Came here to say this. For being British the man sure lacks tact.
Bojo has much worse displays of tact for the curious. Suffice to say, homophobic, racist, sexist, typical absolute lout and somehow he's still PM.
I mean, would you rather have Trump? Honest question. Which one do you think is worse?
He's Trump that knows how to play the game, which is far more terrifying. The country eats up his fake buffoonish behavior while he destroys their way of life.
I once saw someone describe Boris as an idiot who thinks he's a genius pretending to be an idiot and it's spot on. I'm not sure a lot of it is that fake. I think he's just come up with a way of taking advantage of it.
His genius is certainly up for debate but he plays the fool well and often. He's not an utter moron.
That's just wrong. Even Biden himself would tell you that Trump is the current president.
Donald Trump used to be president. He still is, but he used to be, too.
I like rice.
Rice is great if you're hungry and want to eat 2,000 of something.
Okay, and work with me on this, but Trump and rice 0/10. No redeeming quality.
What? One of those things gives people jobs and stability. The other is Trump. On another note. What? Fried rice, steamed rice, rice cakes, Rice Krispies, absorbs water from your electronics. Rice has infinitely more redeeming qualities than Humpty Trumpty.
The conman formerly known as President.
South Ayrshire Golf Club owner.
I'm surprised that Boris hasn't said that Joe Biden is biased towards the Good Friday Agreement because he has Irish roots, just like he said the part Kenyan president, Obama, had an ancestral dislike of the British Empire. I wonder why that is. Thinking face.
I wish Boris was our previous Prime Minister.
I remember being absolutely shocked that Theresa May chose him as Foreign Secretary. When it was announced I genuinely thought that was a mistake as she'd never appoint someone like him to such a high-ranking position. How wrong we all were.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.